Hello to my Leos. Leos, hopefully you all are having a great week so far. Leos, this is the day before the new moon, official new moon in Cancer. So happy new moon in Cancer. I don't know where everybody is all over the world, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. My calendar is back open for those of you all who care to know. But calendar is back open. Still working on some things, so it's a limited space, limited times it's open. So let's get into your reading. Let's make it all about you. Let's make it all about you. So the moon is in Gemini, but it'll be moving into Cancer. Okay. So a moon in Gemini is playful, it's creative, it's curious, it's interested, it's hungry for life and eager for all the taste of all aspects of life. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the messenger planet. And I posted a cord cut, like different ways of doing cord cutting ceremonies for a reason, because that's a way that you can send a message that you don't want to carry something into this new cycle or new phase with you, right? That's energetic cord cutting. You can just cut ties energetically and not carry something into the new next phase with you, something between you and source. So let's get into it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see what's going on in the cards. I trust my intuition. I trust my intuition. So somebody's learning how to trust their intuition. Somebody is cutting a cord, cutting ties, and so that you can move on. And you're just keeping it between you and source. You're just cutting ties and you're just moving on. All right, 154. Yep, something is a personal journey for you. 1, 5 is 6, and then 4 is 10, right? And so somebody's doing something, somebody's going at something alone. Somebody's like, you know what? I trust my intuition. That's the voice inside of you, that source inside of you. So my valuable lessons have been learned. Your angels are proud of your personal journey of self-truth and personal responsibility. This journey is a result of your choosing to learn valuable lessons from past mistakes. Write a list of what you have changed in your life since learning a valuable lesson. Yeah. Yeah, somebody is saying, you know what, something is a personal journey for you, and just in terms of just being unified, just making connections with everything. That everything on planet Earth is connected. The trees are connected to the birds, are connected to insects, are connected to humans, are connected to everything on planet Earth is connected. And so somebody is saying you don't want to. Um, you're making connection in the spirit realm as well, right? Not just in the physical realm, but in the spirit realm. Like something told, when you say, every time you say something told me such and such, you just made a connection in the spirit realm. Your physical body is the vehicle that your spirit uses to get around in. So somebody's like making connections within. So let's get into it. Let's get right into your reading. I'll give you the question for the moon in Gemini, because a light for you has turned on from within. Somebody was making a connection that sun outside is you charge up with that sun outside, that big ball in the sky, that big luminary in the sky. You feel better. Somebody was making a connection, like, you know what, I feel better when I go outside. I feel better when I'm out in the sunlight. When I go to the beach, when I do this, when I'm sitting on a yacht, when I'm hanging out with friends and I'm out in the sunlight. Yeah, because Leos are ruled by the sun, right? You're literally ruled by the sun. You rule fifth house, romance, creativity, children. Fifth house rules creativity, romance, children, projects, fun, self-expression, hobbies, what makes you feel good. So to try to keep a Leo cooped up in the house and, always just kind of sort of, trying to control your light. Yeah, that somebody trying to control your light. I mean, you need to cut cords with them. I mean, looking at your cards here so far, that's a personal journey for you. Energetically, somebody just does not want to be tied to anybody who's trying to control you. It almost makes you resent anybody who's trying to control you, because that's like trying to control the sun. Literally outside trying to control the sun. Oh, do you need to be shining that bright? Yeah. Why not? It rise and shine, right? So something about your energy is very inspiring to a lot of people, and people just want to just like reach out and is like just, be in your energy because of that sunny disposition, right? When you're allowed to, when you allow yourself, right? So yeah, here's the death rebirth card. So yeah, so somebody is ending something. Somebody is ending something. You're in the rebirth side. Somebody's finally getting some rest. Somebody's like, you know what? I need to get some rest. I need to get my rest. I like being out during the day. I like recharging under that sunlight. I feel better. Being out at night is making me sick. My body is thrown off. The rhythms of my body is thrown off. I like being out at night. I mean, I like being out during the day. It's just that simple. Somebody just likes being out during the day. Yeah. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Somebody has already gone down that journey. Somebody has already gone down that road, that rabbit hole, already. Something was fun at first, but at a certain point, somebody's like, you know what? I need to be in at a certain time. I'm going through a rebirth. Somebody's going through a very powerful transformation right now of just realizing that you all are ruled by the sun. It's just as simple as that, right? Yeah. And somebody just doesn't like mind games. Somebody just does not like mind games. Period. None like the mind games. You are down to earth. You're relatable. So somebody is saying, "Oh, you used to like to do this, and you used to like to do that." You're like, okay, well, I like being under the sunlight too. I feel more energized. So you cutting ties and getting some rest. That's this right here. Five. You're moving on from something. You're moving on from something. Yeah, you're moving on from something. Somebody's just moving through a storm in life. Somebody's looking at what you have in common with people. All the nitpicking and you used to like to do this and that. Mm-mm. Yep. So money is coming across you in someone's path, right? Because you're no longer paying attention to energies who, like I said, it's like, trying to be perfect with everything, right? Here we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah. Something was causing somebody to lose money. It's like a person is like, okay, perfection. You're trying to get better, but we're all in human form. We're all in human form. So that's how your money is getting ready to grow. And there's a lot of it is about to grow because somebody is realizing, hey, listen, I want to get better, but the nitpicking part, mm-mm. It always feels like it's a mind game. People's words being used against them and all of this other stuff. But you said this and you said that. Yeah, so you're trusting your intuition. Somebody's trusting their intuition. Yeah, somebody's gone through something already before. Here we have the Ace of Wands here. And so you kind of sort of at this point have an idea of who's behind what. Have an idea of who's behind what. What I'm seeing in your but somebody had to go on their own personal journey to see something for themselves. To realize that somebody is just better by themselves. Whoever this is, somebody's better by themselves. I mean you like somebody really likes the idea of just going through a storm. I mean, like just knowing that it'll soon pass, that a storm will pass. So there was an idea that somebody could grow their money. This is a 6 and Ace of Pentacles, that somebody could grow their money, but now somebody's feeling like they know what couple was behind something. Here's the a karmic couple was behind something. Um, and somehow somebody could have looked down on you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Again, trying to find something in terms of the death card. Scorpio rules 8th house. 8th house is all around. This is the reason why somebody looked down on you. Something about renewing something. Somebody thought they were better than you in the areas of some kind of renewal, some kind of sexuality, how you process death, or some kind of transformation, or shared finances, or inheritance of something, or loans, or your occult knowledge, or mystery, or intimacy. Somehow somebody found some way to nitpick and find some reason to look down on you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so it's like you've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, all of that. You got all of it. You're learning how to trust your own intuition. That's what it is. You're learning how to trust your intuition. You learn how to trust source within you. Because all of the nitpicking and you can't get this right, like it's like a competition. Literally, it's like a competition. Yeah. Something caused you to lose focus real fast. And you're not going back. Something caused you to lose focus real fast. Something just makes you feel like it was just a competition. Like, what is this? What is this? Yeah. So, um, yeah. So you're learning how to move on. Something was just overwhelming for you. Something was just overwhelming. And this is your psychic abilities. Something is you had somebody has dealt with somebody could have a Gemini moon sign. I don't know who has a Gemini moon, so somebody could have a Gemini moon sign. But something has been overwhelming for somebody. Like somebody was just drowning in something and just don't want to go back. Yeah. Yeah, something about your 11th house. 11th house is about friendships, community, goals, your hopes, your wishes, your awareness, humanitarianism, technology, and future. But yeah, something was just overwhelming, like in terms of just like psychic abilities or psychic knowledge was just overwhelming. Like somebody has somebody's gifts. I'm talking about your gifts. Your gifts are and this is what you have in common with somebody. This is why somebody's learning how to just move through storms of life quietly, because in some things you don't need to respond to everything. Somebody's learning how to let whoever think whatever about you, for real. Somebody is really like, you know what, that's the energy that you want in this rebirth. You're saying let whoever think whatever about you. If they want to think that you know, whatever, whoever, that's the frequency somebody is on. Let whoever think whatever. Because somebody was around a couple who felt like they had some secrets or whatever on you. They knew some things about you and they could end you because they knew certain things about your 8th house. Find out what your sign is in your 8th house. Yeah. But they're having a silent tower moment now. They're having a silent tower moment because something that you did already prepared your future, your financial future. Like something that you did is so organized in terms of your money, your financial future is already set in motion. So something about you trusting your intuition around your money, somebody knows how to organize their money. Like something is already set as far as your money is concerned. So somebody is good. So it wouldn't matter what karmic couple try to come after you in some way, shape, form, or fashion and try to overwhelm you with something from the past, or, you know, try to end you or cause you to have some kind of silent tower moment. Remember this and remember that, trying to cause you to have a total recall. That's what a tower moment is. Like, you remember. Yeah. Here's the 6 of Cups here. So something is nostalgic for you. Something is nostalgic for you. And when somebody was younger, somebody could have transitioned when you were younger, and that energy, whoever you watched, whether it's whatever your gifts are, it could have been a person who taught you about budgeting or something like that. Somebody was very structured and organized, and they may have said, don't play games when it comes to money. They may have said to you when you were younger, I don't know who I'm talking to, they may have said to you, keep a roof over your head before you anything else. Don't be running out here ripping and running, spending your money on this and that, playing games and doing it, gambling and all of this other mess. Somebody said, make sure you got a roof over your head, invest, whatever somebody said. You can be down to earth, but look, you can be down to earth and relatable, but make sure you keep a roof over your head or something, right? So somebody passed that gift. It's a spiritual gift onto you of this, whether you realize whether you realize what you were doing as far as organizing yourself, as far as money is concerned or not, something stuck with somebody. Something stuck with somebody in terms of organizing your skill. You like, if nothing else gets paid, you gonna keep a roof over your head. That's why somebody's like, okay, let whoever think whatever. People can talk about you behind your back all day long. This is 7 of Swords here. Yeah, that's the frequency that you on. Yeah, so somebody's definitely somebody's definitely trying to bully you and somebody, whoever you are, and trying to overwhelm somebody, as far as your future is concerned. But somebody is down to earth and relatable. Somebody is down to earth and relatable. Um, and you're learning how to trust your intuition. You've gone down a rabbit hole before with something. Gone down the rabbit hole. So somebody's not going back to something. You're waiting on some kind of results for something. Here's the Two of Wands here. Yeah, somebody's waiting on some kind of results for something. So waiting for something to come back. Is the Empress card. So something is growing. Something is growing. Somebody's intuition is growing stronger and stronger and stronger as we get closer and closer to the full moon. And you're feeling it in your body. You're feeling it in your body. Here we have the but somebody wish they had walked away from something. Two people wish they had walked away from something. Looks like two fire signs wish they had walked away from something. Because somebody was looking out the window while somebody else was doing something else. So somebody has like really big windows, and so somebody was sitting by a window, like looking out the windows. Like, see how this person right here, they were like really careful not to put fingerprints on anything. They have like a wand up against a window, almost like somebody's saying, okay, well, somebody's on vacation, they're on travel. Like, see this globe right here? Don't leave any, anything, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, so source is saying somebody's waiting on some results for something. So some kind of inspired action was taken by two people who are behind something, right? Um, they were inspired to do something because they created something. They created something behind someone's back, but somebody felt it in their back. And so now they're inspired to do something else, right? Yeah. So two people, you had two people's backs, whoever you are, you had two people's backs, but they turned around and stabbed you in the back in court, whether it's spiritual court or 3D court or 5D court, right? So this is why whoever you are, source is saying the message that you're sending out now is that it's time for you to live a softer life, and you're doing a cord cutting ceremony. You're not even asking questions. You're doing a cord cutting ceremony. Yeah, it's sending a silent tower to these energies that they don't need to have your back. You good. They don't need to have your back. You good. So somebody waited till somebody got on a plane, that they got on vacation, somebody got into someone's apartment or home or whatever, made sure they didn't touch anything. Somebody broke into somebody's house, actually. That's what this is. So somebody didn't plan on somebody coming back. Two people didn't think somebody was going to come back from a vacation. Here we have the Five of Wands here. Because somebody was baited into something. Right? Somebody was baited into something. Right? So either somebody thought somebody was going to fall for something. So it's a lot of different kind of ways that people bait people into something. But either somebody thought, this is what you have in common. Like, people create some kind of a lie, right? To bait somebody into something, right? So let's say, for example, okay, here you are, you're down to earth and you're relatable, right? And people know that your money is growing, looking at your cards. They just take what resonates with you. They know that your money is growing, right? They've already done something that they know, oh my God, if anybody ever found out, whatever, right, behind your back, right? Because in hindsight, somebody wished they had not walked away from something. In hindsight, right, because of something that was done, and because something was overwhelming, something was just overwhelming, right? Somebody don't went to court. I mean, like all of this activity was going on while somebody was on vacation, while somebody was taking a trip, right? Um, so somebody used somebody to bait somebody into some kind of a lie, something around travel, Either somebody said their flight was delayed or that they missed their flight, like maybe hoping somebody would just get baited into just sticking around, right? The number seven is the completion of something, but that's not what happened. Either you got on a plane, somehow you got back to your destination. Wherever you were, something was complete, right? You got back. Something told you not to fall for some kind of bait. You got back. This seven right here, the reason why you're a prayer warrior, this is part of the reason why you're a prayer warrior and why the people are having a tower moment right now, is because you weren't supposed to make it back from some kind of a trip. You were not supposed to make it back from some kind of a trip, some kind of a bus trip or some kind of traveling around the world. You weren't supposed to make something back, wherever you are. And Source is saying you were feeling it in your back, like you had anxiety. Somebody could have had back pains or muscle spasms or something was going on because some people were communicating something, right? Remember when the moon moves into Gemini, right? So when the moon moves into Gemini, um, and we have all of these full moons that we've had so far, right? All these full moons that we've had so far. So we had a full moon in Cancer in January. We had in February we had a full moon in Leo. In March we had a full moon in Virgo. In April we had a full moon in Libra. In May we had a full moon in Scorpio. And so in June we had a full moon in Sagittarius. Right. So Source says to say to you somewhere, you know, you were feeling something in your back. You were feeling something in your back. And something could have caused you to have some kind of emotional eating, right? So if you were feeling something in your back, right, um, somebody could have all of these fish right here. Somebody could have um, been around a low vibrating Pisces, right? If you had a feeling, something like, because remember the moon connects with our feelings. A high vibrating Pisces is very different from a low vibrating Pisces. Very, very different from a low vibrating Pisces, right? The opposite, actually. Opposite energy altogether. So somebody was around. Somebody could have been very vague with you. They weren't telling you something. Um, this could have been somebody's child. You were talking to them. That's three. You were inspired to talk to them, but something about them, you weren't supposed to make some because they told some kind of lie. You were supposed to be baited into something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you felt something wasn't right because a low vibrating Pisces has something to do with something. Um, they were being very vague or overly idealistic or some kind of like escapist, like they were escaping some kind of reality. Something was going on because a high vibrating Pisces is empathetic, they're artistic, they're spiritual. Y'all know the difference, and y'all just like. But Source said to you something caused you to eat emotionally or like gain weight in some area or whatever because you kept feeling something. Somebody was being vague about something. Like, why don't they speak up? Why don't they tell you something? Like something. You were feeling it in your body. Your body was very telling. These physical bodies are the vehicle for our spirit to get around. But something was like, okay, somebody's not telling you something. And something for you as being a ruled by the sun, you like to be fully informed. Like you want to know what the heck is happening, what's going on here. Somebody's not telling me something. I don't like to be kept in the dark. That's why you're trusting your intuition. You've been down that path before where people are being vague and you got people's back. You standing on business, got people's back in your personal and your professional life. And then next thing you know, you find out they'll stab you in the back. You're like, you're pouring into yourself. And this is how somebody's about to live a softer life. You're not doing that anymore. Somebody is not doing that anymore. You've been there, done that before, got the t-shirt to prove it. Something has cost somebody a lot of money. You've been there before. And something almost feels like a deja vu for somebody. Like, somebody's behind this. Something else is behind this. And people are having a silent tower moment because something about you is learning how to trust your intuition. You like, something smells fishy. This right here, symbol is fish. Something smells fishy. Some don't smell right. Something about a Capricorn. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is a karmic planet. Somebody's about to go through their karma. And you're about to do a cord cutting ceremony. You're like, Yep. Yep. Because somebody knows how, and you're free. So it's saying you're free, but you know how ruthless energies have been invading people into stuff and how ruthless they can be. Somebody's like, no, I'm saving myself. So somebody could have been under a lot of anxiety, having a feeling about stuff, right? And so the best bet for somebody is just get into prayer mode. 6, 5, yeah. Oh, 7, 6, yeah. Because somebody is in it to win it. And that's it. That's it. Somebody is in it to win it. Yeah, so somebody is surrendering to source, right? So source is saying to you, you you are moving on from something. You are moving on from something because something has been overwhelming for someone. And see what else we got going on here. So let me give you questions for the moon and Gemini. First question is, do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like your work, your relationships, well-being, or your home life? The second question is, what's getting in the way of you changing your story? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? And then last but not least, who are the 5 people you could get in touch with who could help you on your journey? Yeah, who are the 5 people that you could connect with who could help you on your journey? Because somebody has gone down a path before of how you've had people's backs and ended up people stabbing you in the back. And so somebody's learning how to trust their intuition. First red flag, pray and meditate. The best is yet to come. Don't forget that rest is a form of self-care. Follow your heart. Somebody has a envious spirit. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. It's you versus you. Somebody has not been completely honest about something. You are who they prayed for. It's time to start dating again for somebody. I don't know who that's for. If you got your person, we're not talking to you as far as that's concerned. But Angel Gabrielle, the messenger of God, is with you. Time to ground yourself. Don't cast your pearls before swine, but don't waste good things on people who won't appreciate them. Get focused. Focus, focus, focus. Schedule a vacation. Somebody likes being out in the sun, recharging from the sun. hmm Yeah, something for somebody in this scenario, it was just a transaction for them. And so they have somebody has no emotional ties at all. It's just money. For them, it's just money. So, Two of Swords here. So Source is saying to you, you could be at an impasse, but something has been in a nightmare as far as two situations are concerned. And you're trying to just wake up from a nightmare, whoever you are. This could be your ex and whoever they're with, whoever this is. I don't know who this is, but I'm talking about like the Two of Swords here. Something could have blindsided you or hearing something in your ear about somebody behind their back. Somebody that you love or something behind your back, behind their back. Something could have, somebody that you have in common or something with or whatever. But Source is saying you are waking up from a nightmare. You're waking up from a nightmare. You're learning how to trust your intuition. Two of Pentacles here. Source is balancing things out for you. Whoever you are, Source is balancing things out. Here we have Six of Pentacles, Age of 7, 8, 9. Source is making you financially independent. Independent of having to depend on anybody else's money. Whoever you are, Source is making somebody financially independent. Nine of Swords. Let me see. Yeah, because somebody has been at an impasse, but your ancestors are saying, you've been through a nightmare enough. You've gone through enough trauma, enough depression, hopelessness, all of this other stuff, enough nightmares. It's time for you to wake up. That's what your ancestors are saying. You're a strong person. You and somebody are very, very strong. But something about somebody carries their heart on their like outside, like with terms heart on your sleeve, something like that. It's like somebody is um somebody is either in a relationship with an Aquarius, whether it's a business relationship or um romantic relationship or something here. But something was done behind two people's backs. It could be yours and your person, whoever you're with. Somebody has a Gemini moon, I think it could be. All right. You're seeing something from a higher frequency. Source is resolving something in your spirit. Source is resolving something in your spirit. Or they could also be, like I said, there could be a Gemini involved, a Pisces involved, Scorpio involved, Aries could be involved, Libra could be involved in something, and Aquarius could be involved in something. Let's see, a Leo. Did I say Leo? Another Leo could be, or two Leos could be involved in something. A Sagittarius could be involved in something. And all of these, remember, they can also be houses. They can also be houses, right? So all of these rule houses. First house, eighth house, seventh house, third house, 12th house, ninth house, fifth house, 11th house. So in other words, for your birth chart, we have the Three of Cups here. So I'm saying for you, something about friendships and then celebrations and circle of support and community. Yeah. But Source is trying to make you financially independent, whoever you are, to balance something out. There's something you learned from somebody as a child about just like make sure you're taking care, something like taking care of home first, or like taking care of your house, making sure you got a roof over your head, something about that. Here's Three of Cups. Yeah. hmm Yeah, you're trusting your intuition. Trusting your intuition. Three of Wands here, teamwork. Something about working together as a team. So that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Let us see what else we got going on here in the cards. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. Own way and time. So let go. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with. Yeah, who you spend time with. So instant manifestation, soul and mind working together, create a dream in the heart. You have nothing to lose. You carry the dream. Your intention is pure. Be ready to receive, right? And then participate. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing, but the world is rich, and so are you, right? So yeah, that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, is to have a healthy work-life balance. Is this what this is? So Source, whoever in somebody's early years in your family left you with the spiritual gift, something you saw them do, like in terms of like being very organized when it comes with money. When I say like somebody left you that gift, they might not have left you a bag of money, because people think when you inherit gifts, people think it's in a physical sense, Leo, but sometimes you inherit the gift of being just very organized when it comes to money. Like you may have inherited that gift, like, okay, I'm not overspending. I'm frugal. I know how to take care of this. I know how to take care of that, that is a gift. Everybody is not something that may have come to you like almost second nature. To some people, they have to go to school and study it. So for you, that could be something that you just got it, but you learned it from somebody. You don't even think twice about which bill you should pay first. For real. So life source. So when life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. Yeah. Yep. What else do I see in here in the cards for you all? Okay, so what's hidden in the death card here. So we can't leave something else out here, because what's also hidden in the death card is there's some energies who, so let's say, for instance, you're a Leo who did not inherit that gift. Okay, so I want to make sure I cover everybody here. Let's say you're a person or whoever, cross watcher, who didn't cover that, because this is also what I'm picking up too. If you didn't inherit that gift of being able to like organize something, this justice card right here, you could have had a lot of injustices done behind your back by an organization, right? And so this is another thing that could sneak up on somebody. That's a part that you don't want to miss out on. But sometimes people think they got a shoe in. They got, what is it called? Like they got it all wrapped up. They got all this going on, and they don't consider motive. Why does a person have to move so much, right? They like, I'm just going to sit here and and compare. Well, I was able to do this and I was able to do that. Let's say, for instance, you are a Leo that was overwhelmed. Let's say you're a Leo that was overwhelmed, right? And people are comparing themselves with you. Well, I mean, I was able to do this and I didn't have that much, and I came from this, and they sitting there perched up somewhere. I'm talking to you, whether a man or woman. They sitting up somewhere perched up, acting like, again, looking at you with judgmental eyes, looking down on you, like they're so down to earth and relatable, but they were able to do X, Y, and Z. Something at the root chakra. That's what we're seeing here about family, right? So this is something much bigger. Looking at your cards here is much, much bigger than it's you versus somebody else. Somebody is literally like trying to take, like, humiliate your entire family. That's what this is. Whoever you are. Like, oh, your family didn't teach you this? Your family didn't teach you that? How come you didn't know this and how come you didn't know that? Right? Here was inner strength. There's a lot of scenarios I'm seeing here in the cards for you all. So don't lose yourself in things that you can't change. Focus on the things that you can change, like your attitude, your mindset, your energy. You've got everything that you need. Yeah. Somebody is definitely trying to make it seem like y'all started out with the same things, but yet and still, they're still better than you are. Like, I mean, really? That's why you're letting Source handle something. And you're letting a silent tower moment happen. That's this right here. This is why somebody is just learning how to go through storms of life quietly. That's why somebody is really learning to take notes from other people who just say, in order for you to live a balanced out life, sometimes you're just gonna have to just go move through life quietly. You just got to just move on. There were some energies who really, really thought that their money, and this I mean, the energies thought that their money was going to destroy you. Whoever you are, no matter how much money you have looking at this video, somebody got more money than you. That's the humbling part. Somebody, you could be rich, but somebody is richer than you are, right? And so somebody thought that their money was going to humble you. And so Source says, okay. So I'm saying receiving it all. You deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your worth and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. So open up. Mm-hmm. Yep. Who is this Sagittarius that could be responsible for something? Who is this? Somebody is responsible for bullying somebody. There's a fire sign that's responsible for bullying somebody into doing something so that they could move somewhere. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, that's what I'm saying for you all, Leos. This is like, no matter how much money or like physical property that you have, that's what this is. Somebody who has more than you have. These are energies that have more than you have. Are trying to overwhelm you. These are whoever these energies are. They're trying to take from you what you have, whoever you are. And you could be a government employee, and you could be making 50, $60,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, or whatever. And these energies have more than you have, and they still are finding something to keep themselves chained to your money. They got to find something to look down on you, to overwhelm you with, to continue growing. And that's the secret, to grow their, somehow to grow some kind of fortune. Mm. And they could already, this is pure greed. It's almost like somebody who has more than you have wanting to see you like, okay, we got to balance it out some kind of way. So who can we, this is, okay, the beginning. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being, or your wishes can come true and the creative potential of a new beginning. Yeah. Mm. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Somehow it's like single single mothers or single parents are being preyed on here. And I'm looking at this Empress card here. It's like people are praying, like people are having to pay for something, like somebody's being preyed upon. But when they move on, people make them responsible for something. So somebody is trusting their intuition because something is, yeah. I feel like somebody just don't know the half of something. Somebody don't know the half of something. Yeah, a single parents are being preyed upon, and I'm not sure who this part is for, but even if you have a like an ex or something, um, yeah, even if y'all don't get along, I can't tell people what to do or whatever. You still a prayer warrior. You can still pray because something about just praying for them and just like praying for them, and obviously your kids or whatever, if you have kids, is that can reach wherever they are. That can reach wherever they are. Because all I'm hearing in the spirit realm is rich getting richer and poor getting poorer. That's what I'm hearing. This had nothing to do necessarily with skin color. This has everything to do with just like this greed. For real. That's what this is. This is greed. If somebody wants somebody to pay for something. Let me pull out these hoodoo cards for a second. Let me see something. What other information source? Anything else? Because you're saying somebody like somebody wanted to end somebody as a leader, but it was like done behind their back. It's like in you and somebody as leaders, but behind your backs. When you had some people, two people's backs. Like what? And that's how somebody was able to move. That's how somebody was able to travel. That's how somebody was able to move. Who is this Sagittarius though? I mean, I don't know. Y'all would know. Somebody had an idea of who was behind something. It's like somebody was like, because somebody asked where you lived. Somebody asked for your address. Somebody asked where you live. Somebody had, because it's a Sagittarius involved in something. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, listen. Yeah, it's really time to pray. Whoever this energy the energy is tactless. They're restless. They're irresponsible. Whoever the energy is. But they may have given you the impression that they were optimistic, freedom loving, and intellectual. But boy, when money came into play, you're seeing a different side to somebody. Yeah, Six of Sticks. Somebody saw somebody get up on stage. They like the spotlight. They like the shine. They like the all of this going on. So yeah, it's them. Somebody is responsible for this because they got up on stage. They wanted to be in the spotlight. They wanted the light shining on them. Yeah, somebody was looking out the window, was looking to see when if somebody was coming back. Mm-mm-mm. There's somebody who likes to be held in high honor, like like we've seen as down to earth and quite relatable, and all of this other stuff. But something about hold on. But they were paid to do something to grow their money. It was two of them paid to do something to grow their money. To cause nightmares. Hmm. Yeah, your ancestors are not playing though. Yeah, your ancestors are not playing. Somehow somebody was trying to stop you from getting to your north node. You or a loved one from getting to your north node. Well, you know what, Leos? I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading right here. But guess what? See how where's the card? See this right here? This is what I'm talking about, Leos being in their full, something about you being in your full Leo mode. See this baby right here, right? You can see the duality in people. This is a gift. Okay. You can see the duality in people. And somebody is honing in on this. Like even if somebody said, that's why source needs you to get away from energies who something is going on with this Sagittarius because somebody got on stage wanting to be in the spotlight. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like some people, they're not you'll know when somebody is in their north node, right? Because they're not out and about all over the place. Y'all know what I'm saying, Leos? And I'm gonna go ahead and I said I was gonna cut the camera off with this. Like if you've ever gotten that close to somebody and you feel like, okay, when they operate in their north node, it's a whole nother spirit that comes out. You can tell they're a cheerful giver to source, like they're a cheerful giver to God. They definitely they like you can tell, something else. But behind closed doors, they don't really come out the house that much. They really kind of to themselves, they don't come out the house that much, right? Somebody's been in a relationship with somebody like that. So those are energies you can pick up on. Those are the ones that they don't mind clapping and cheering for you when you're in the audience. They're in the audience, they clapping and cheering for you because that's a comfort zone for the most part for Leos. They don't see you as competition. They actually are great supporters for you. Because unless they were called to do something, they more comfortable being a support for you. They don't mind sitting behind you. They don't mind y'all get the point. They don't mind kind of being, people can say, oh, this person has less than this person, whatever, whatever. But you can see that in people. You can see the duality in energies. But if you're around the wrong energies that's poured poison into you about people, then it's going that's source wants you to balance it out. That's all I got to say about this. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, I can't stop this reading yet. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. There's so much more to this reading. Oh my God. There's so much so much more to this reading, Leos. I'm gonna leave a lot of this out of this because something is about to be exposed big time. Here we have divine love. Yep. So when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Yeah. So I do see somebody doing a cord cutting ceremony. You're just cutting ties. You cutting ties because something is coming out. Something else is coming out that somebody don't even see coming. And I'm looking at here in the cards because somebody likes being on the center stage. Somebody likes this energy right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this goes farther than just, I don't get along with this zodiac sign. I don't get along with that zodiac sign. Nah, somebody really, really has a gift. I mean, like, and I'm whoever you are, somebody really, really has a gift of discernment. Like, you can really, really see the duality of energies. Like, really see the duality of energies. And something has been overwhelming for somebody because you're like, hmm. Expansiveness. So eternity is far more rigid than and constrained than the exhausted ego. It's like, I feel like somebody is trying to mirror your gifts. Yeah. Am I trying to mirror your gifts? But about while looking down on you at the same time. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like somebody, it's like somebody's a copycat energy. This is somebody that you are like in physical, like you're like y'all are around each other now. There's not somebody that you heard of or talked to or heard about. This somebody you're around right now, and you've gone down that path before. This is an energy that they want to know your secrets, to look down on you, like they secretly look down on you, um, but they also copying you at the same time. So anything that you say that you're about to do, looking at your cards here, Leo, anything that you say you want to do, let's say you say, oh, I want to, this Eight of Wands here. Let's say, for instance, you say, you wanna go buy a house in another state or country, or you want to have several homes somewhere. Like that, which is not unusual. They would scoff at that idea, like, you, like almost like you of all people, like what? They could have 10 homes, but just the thought of you having something else, something, adding to something is just like, okay. That's why this card right here came out. Don't cast your pearls before swine, because so it's like you can't tell people like this that whoever these energies are, that you want to expand, that you want to travel, you thinking big, whatever. Yeah. They're always up to something. Whoever these energies are. So trust your intuition. Yeah. So you're building your third eye strength. So somebody may have been building muscle, maybe going to the gym or whatever, maybe like doing a punching bag or whatever, but you're also building your third eye strength. And this purple right here would be like unity. But something for you just didn't smell right. Something was like, something didn't smell right. Yeah, 6 and 3 is 9. So you're ending something. I gotta understand too is if somebody is dealing with witchcraft. Some energies like to put on a lot of scents. They like to wear like heavy, heavy perfume or heavy, heavy cologne because they're covering up something. They're covering up something. So, source is saying somebody is starting to realize you're somebody doing more research on some things. Yeah, but that's what I have for you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.